I will say this, his rant cursed Angel Reese because she proceeded to have the absolute worst game of her.
The Bayou Barbie might be moving before she's even moved in. Angel, what if I told you that Arway, the queen of bravado and sideline theatrics, could already be skating on thin ice with the Chicago Blackhawks due to rival egos, locker room strife, or one-to-many moments that go viral? Something appears off behind the scenes. Did she forget the plot, annoy the wrong veterinarian, or go too far? Stories start to circulate once someone leaves it unread, and this drama goes beyond a group chat. Wait, this story is just getting started.
This is a fraud. Angel Reese is a sociopath. She's an idiot. She accused, while getting her ass beat by 35, she accused the Indianapolis Fever fans of racist, monkey noises, whatever. They're moving heaven and earth to investigate Indiana. My city, Indianapolis. About my town, the place where I live. I go to games. I go to dinner. I know people that were sitting in the area and they said, bull. Here's the statement. We have not substantiated it. Last year, she lied about getting off of a bus and they were blocked from getting into their hotel room. Video turned out, well, to show one guy asking one question. Angel Reese is a liar, and she is never, ever, under any
As if the drama couldn't get any messier. Here it is, Angel. Not 3, not a chilly start, but 7 point-blank misses that evaporated like your New Year's resolutions before Valentine's Day. Reese smashes 7 out of 10 layups, as if the rim personally offended her. This isn't a downturn, but rather a basketball blackout. It was a whole layup apocalypse, not just a bad night. You begin to question if she's playing dodgeball instead of attempting to score at this point. When you go by your moniker, Bayou Barbie, fans will remark that you're shooting like Barbie's plastic arms.
Picking up right where she left off, breaking more WNBA records, but unfortunately for Sky fans, it came in the form of a loss, 99-74. The Chicago Sky, you're seeing that right, 9 points in the second quarter, 9 points. Folks, if a team scores less points than you have.
We're watching Angel Reese in the WNBA turn layups into mysteries. And somehow this is being dismissed as a developmental stage rather than what it truly is, at full-on basketball disaster zone, because a toddler with a plastic hoop and a sugar rush from one Capri Sun could probably sink more than 3 out of 10, while their bewildered teammates are trying to smile as though it's a bad team effort. The bench is probably updating their resumes or emailing their agents in the hopes of being dealt to a team where the power forward doesn't treat the rim like lava. This isn't a slump, it's slapstick in sneakers.
Holy Lord. When I tell you the numbers are the numbers. It's the worst she's ever played. Probably since she was in elementary school. Probably the worst in that.
Chicago Sky have made it clear that they want Angel Reese to focus on being a screener on offense. For those that haven't played basketball, that's code for we don't want her shooting.
The concern is not whether Angel Reese will score when she gets the ball in the paint at this point, but rather if the ball will need therapy. You can see that the coaching staff is having quiet conversations in the hallways about things like, what if we didn't bring her back next season? As the Chicago Sky smile glumly. This isn't 1995, and the WNBA is the big stage, and no team is building a championship squad around someone who treats layups like live explosives. And Angel Reese's shot would currently look worse at a rigged carnival game with a bagel-sized rim.
At basketball. I'm not talking about as a person. I'm not talking about as a podcaster. I'm not talking about at the Met Gala. She needs to be a better player if we want this rivalry to be able to have some staying power. She had a very, very busy offseason. But at this moment, it does not seem like the offseason involved a lot of mic-in drills of left-handed layups. Right now, Angel Reese, she is a wildly famous.
Despite her struggles, the WNBA still treats her like the next Lisa Leslie, with commercials showing her smiling as if she just scored 30 points, but in reality, she's only scoring 14. Like free samples at Costco. To put it mildly, the WNBA PR team is very busy trying to portray Angel Reese's recent performances as her finding her rhythm. But in reality, it seems like she's finding new ways to miss shots. Every game becomes an in-person lesson on how to avoid scoring from 3 feet out, with the rim seemingly begging, "Please just let someone else take a shot." It is always the new standard for excellence. So what exactly is the celebrity remedy for missed shots? If it is, then there are YMCA legends who are eager to be drafted for the same reasons. And this circus act has basketball purists incredulous. If the league keeps rewarding missed opportunities over skill and consistency, it could lose credibility. Fans who grew up watching Candace Parker dominate the paint and Diana Taurasi sink clutch shots are now watching Angel Reese struggle to reach double digits as if she were solving a Rubik's Cube in midair. It is confusing, frustrating, and a little funny, but not in a humorous way.
Angel Reese say, people aren't watching the WNBA just because of one player. They're watching it to see me too. Well, tickets were $86 against Caitlin Clark, but now that she's injured, plummeted just to $25.
On paper, efficiency, chemistry, and action star power are all lacking. But worse, they're not even trying to hide it anymore. According to an anonymous source close to the team, likely the guy holding the Gatorade dress is already on thin ice for her third year. And they're not making a public statement because of political endorsements and merchandise sales, of course. If anyone thought the Chicago Sky were building something significant, they should probably reconsider. Instead, it feels like everyone is jumping in different directions while watching this team attempt high-percentage shots. First, avoid renewing Reese. It's like watching an hourglass run out of sand, only slower and much more unpleasant. Step 2. Literally anyone else is probably what's written on the whiteboard in the front office. Her third season is more of a countdown than a season, and every time she misses a layup, fans may start making drinking games out of. The worst part is that Angel doesn't even seem fazed. She's out there taking everything in stride, untouched by the chaos around her. Reese bricks a rabbit. Spoiler alert, you'll be exhausted by halftime.
Some comments about Angel Reese.
Yeah.
You called her garbage compared to Caitlin Clark.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Explain.
Listen, man, and again, I will emphasize this every day of the week, twice on Sunday. I love my people. I love black people. Mwah, 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 mwah. But I think sometimes we do play the race card too much, or when it's not necessary, because everybody's trying to make this about a, come on, black man, protect the sisters, brother. This ain't racial. This is about sports. This is about athletic ability. You know what I'm saying? And when you look at Caitlin Clark's game, who's very reminiscent of a Steph Curry based on her range and shooting the three, plus everything else she does. And then you look at Angel Reese. Stop it.
Angel. That's the craziest part. The scoreboard clearly shows that Reese should be in basic training to finish workouts, but she's out there posing for cameras, talking trash, and acting like she's in a Gatorade commercial. This level of delusion makes the whole situation hilarious, while the league's newest rookies are out there making double-doubles like it's casual Friday. She misses baskets, struts around, and winks at the crowd as if she had dunked on LeBron himself. Every time you think Angel's numbers will improve, she finds a new way to shoot 2 for 12, as if it were a hobby. You know who's secretly enjoying all this chaos? The water boy is finally not the least valuable player, and his therapist is probably booked solid trying to help him recover from all the abuse. The sad truth is that if it keeps up, Angel Reese might end up becoming the WNBA's version of a Where Are They Now? Fans are eagerly waiting for her to prove everyone wrong before her rookie contract even expires. But for now, she's just making a case for being the league's biggest mystery.
Simple. This was a series in the first 3 minutes of the game. Angel Reese offensive rebound. It's 5-3, New York. Angel Reese offensive rebound. Jonquel Jones blocks Angel Reese's 1-foot layup. Angel Reese offensive rebound. Jonquel Jones blocks Angel Reese's 1-foot layup. Angel Reese offensive rebound. Angel Reese misses a layup. Angel Reese offensive rebound. Camila Cardoso misses a layup. Actually, it's the wrong direction. I'm reading it backwards. My bad. Camila Cardoso misses a layup. Angel Reese offensive rebound. Angel Reese misses a layup.
Remember that player who signed endorsement deals like she was the next thing despite missing 7 out of 10 layups in every game? And yeah, what was her name again? Will be the sentiment of the moment in 3 years. The answer will probably be, well, Angel, don't worry. If you think her narrative ends with Chicago, you're wrong. The only wings she will soon be getting are the Buffalo Wild Wings, which she is giving away as part of her next job application. The WNBA won't let her go all at once. This crazy journey will have multiple stops before it ends. Angel will be on a few more rosters over the next few years, not because she's in high demand, but rather because teams are desperately trying to fix her. Spoiler, if they can't, she will become that player that coaches act excited about at press conferences, saying things like, "We're thrilled to add Angel's energy," and while she secretly hopes she only misses one layup during warm-up. It will be a miserable march through failing teams like Indiana or Seattle, where hope dies and dreams are dashed more quickly than a missed shot. As a player whose promise was lost in the chaos, Angel Reese may ultimately serve as a cautionary tale about how quickly things can go wrong in professional sports.
Angel Reese break. I didn't say it was a good record. I never said that. Shout out to you, Priceless. I missed this. Historically bad shootings with a E emoji. Angel Reese goes 0 for 7 from within 4 feet of the basket to tie most misses from that distance in the WNBA over the past 10 seasons. This must be a Caitlin Clark fan at ESPN. Surely nobody who follows the ESPN playbook and narrative will write this. This had to have been a darn Caitlin Clark fan. Historically bad. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. And how historically bad was it? Yikes. Mamma mia. 2 points, 12 rebounds, 3 steals. 0 for 8 from the field. 33% from the free throw line.
She consistently maintains the same dismal field goal percentage while sporting various jerseys, colors, and hashtags. She sits on another team's patience each time the music pauses, making it similar to musical chairs. Angel, here's the real kicker. Ree may have achieved success by being a reliable role player rather than a superstar, but in the WNBA, she is playing the worst game both on and off the court. And that combination is lethal. Because, in a league where marketing is already challenging, a team does not want a player who provides more drama than double-doubles. Since this isn't simply a shooting night but a reality show with subpar performances all around. Let's talk about the shenanigans. She's subbing, posting cryptic messages on Instagram, and throwing her hair like she's in a shampoo ad after going all out. While her output is at an all-time low, her attitude is at an all-time high level, her eyes like the rim betrayed her. She miss a layup roll, and then she strut back like the movie's main character. Fans are now buying tickets to watch the disaster develop live, and their original goal of giving her a chance has evolved into "Yo, why is she still playing?" You can hear the collective sighs echo across arenas.
In being physical.
No, it's because of
Let me just call it what it is. A black and a white player.
No, I don't think it's that. I think it's because people project what they want on each of them, and those are subjective ideas that they're projecting. If you're going and, have this narrative that has been falsely built that people want to, do certain things to Caitlin or do certain things to Angel, you're going to take that moment and validate your...
Indeed. Angel, she was correct when she remarked, "They are watching me too." Indeed, they are. Brilliance or inspiration. The purpose of their observation is to determine how many layups she may miss before the ball files for emotional abuse. Every clip is more awful than the last, making it seem like you're watching an endless blooper reel. Since it's at least less embarrassing, highlight reels are subtly substituting her highlights with pictures of squirrels playing on the court. Analysts are no longer able to properly roast her. The comedy, in all honesty, writes itself. To be honest, her name is now muttered as a warning in locker rooms. Avoid becoming overconfident. She still strides in like she's at the Met Gala, acting as though she just sank 40 points rather than airballing from 3 feet away. But you don't want to go all Angel Reese. That assurance. Amazing. That detachment from reality. Renowned, she is portraying a crazy Disney villain, but her objective is not to rule the world. This shot chart resembles a crime scene investigation more than anything else. The media, she was adored by the press. Even reporters who used to compliment her are now using awkward disclaimers like, "Well, she's finding her stride," or "She brings other things to the team." But what precisely are those other things? Drama, a letdown, a lesson in how not to paint the finish. Reporters for Black and White Sports jokingly suggested that Angel Reese might want to think about playing another game, perhaps tiddlywinks. I'm not sure. However, basketball doesn't seem to be going well. Therefore, something, as the youngsters would say, devilish was going on in Chicago while the Fever and Stephanie White were out there winning games. If not flawlessly, Additionally, Reese will bring the same optimistic spirit to every new club he joins. After 5 games, supporters will come to the conclusion that she doesn't need a new system, despite their initial belief to the contrary. Likewise, Angel, the same misses, a different jersey. Coaches will eventually stop even glancing in her direction during timeouts. Her teammates will begin hurling the ball at her as if it were radioactive. The opposition, in fact, they will rejoice when she arrives, because after yet another missed shot attempt, having Angel Reese on the court means more second-chance rebounds and fewer defensive headaches. Reese is making every attempt to sabotage the league's efforts to promote female athletes as the future generation of professional domination. She is the epitome of exaggerated, meaningless hype. It's unfortunate because she was given the opportunity as a gift. They had already sold the media. The supporters were cooperative. The advertising was finished. She only needed to show up and refrain from putting herself in danger each time she took the court. Rather, we are witnessing a self-made brand's slow-motion demise. The shooting percent cannot cash the checks that the ego is writing. And it won't be a spectacular exit when this journey does end. Why she is no longer wanted. Am I sympathetic to Angel Reese? Not on the court, of course. You called her a hater, someone commented the other day, and I did, indeed, because she seems like a hater to me. It's alright. Perhaps we're all hate-mongers. However, I believe that she actually harbors resentment toward Caitlin Clark. You sense it, even in college, it was palpable. Angel exhibits it, whereas Caitlin does not. She enjoys playing the antagonist. They're watching. Angel Reese was correct. But not because they fear her or think she's fantastic. They can't take their eyes off the mayhem, watching like you're rubbernecking a car collision. Each missed layup. Each spontaneous eye roll. Every post-game statement that shouts, "I'm the victim," contributes to this sad but amusing demise. When the league lets out a collective sigh of relief, she will still be live on Instagram discussing haters and real ones one day after her final team politely suggests she look into other alternatives. Because sometimes, being watched is a warning label rather than a compliment. What about Angel Reese? She has turned into that caution. Let's be honest and give her credit for her comedic skills. She may not be scoring many points on the floor, but she is undoubtedly creating memories. If basketball doesn't work out for the woman, she has a career in stand-up. Based on those layups, too, obviously it isn't. Observing her struggle can provide the ideal diversion if you've had a difficult day. She occasionally provides the best amusement, even when she fails. Evidence that even mistakes can make people chuckle. I apologize, but Angel Reese may be the worst basketball player ever. I'm not sure anybody needs to hear this. The worst thing ever. She missed multiple shots and even missed a rebound, yet she only scored 2 points and pulled down 12 rebounds. In a matter of seconds, her highlight reel transforms into a blooper collection. Are you feeling overburdened? Even after shooting 2 for 12, watch her walk the court as if she had made a buzzer beater. She serves up comic gold in addition to playing basketball. For both admirers and critics, Reese has emerged as an unanticipated source of happiness, humor therapy. She is the WNBA's court jester. And truthfully, she deserves our gratitude for it. She may never be able to lead a team to a championship, but she is undoubtedly the leader in inadvertent humor. That can occasionally be a greater gift than getting 30 points. Her true legacy lies in her ability to make others laugh through utter ridiculousness and unexpected situations. Reese is demonstrating that flawless plays aren't the only source of entertainment in a league that is desperate for excitement. It frequently occurs during such amusing, memorable occasions. Please hit the subscribe button, like this breakdown, and watch the next video that appears.